This segment sponsored by Viking Psychiatry. Welcome back to another edition of Mental Health Matters with Viking Psychiatry. So, there's a major new breakthrough for youth depression treatment that's so exciting. Brainwave's Deep TMS has now been FDA approved for adolescents. And here to explain all of what this means is Sean Goddard, who is the owner of Viking Psychiatry. Hey there, Sean.
Hello.
Good to see you again.
Same here.
So I like when you come with good news. And I know that you're excited about this because you've been working with this device for a while. And so let's start off by telling us, what is the difference between the Deep TMS and the traditional TMS?
Yeah, so Deep TMS is a coiled system that provides a broad overview of the treatment that we do on the frontal lobe, more specifically the left frontal lobe in treatment of depression. And so a figure 8 type coil, a traditional coil, kind of puts an imprint in. I tell people, think of like the stiletto on a high heel. When we go to target, it's just doing a very thin beam that's only a couple centimeters deep. And so you have to be very precise in the placement. And if you're off just a little bit, 10% can affect 30% on the outcomes of treatment. And so Brainwave, I tell people, think maybe more of like the heel on a boot, right? We cover a large area and we penetrate much deeper, 4 to 6 centimeters deep. And so we're able to treat that entire prefrontal lobe. And so in most cases, in my experience, we end up with much better outcomes because of that.
Wow. Okay. So this device goes on your head, and what does it treat exactly? Like, what type of symptoms would someone have to come in and get this type of treatment?
So the number one reason that we use it, and the one that we're really talking about today, is for depression, right? And it goes back to that whole physical therapy side of thing that we talked about. We use different treatments like ketamine or Spravato S-ketamine to affect neuroplasticity through a chemical approach. TMS offers affecting neuroplasticity, through an electromagnetic approach. And so we're inducing waves, causing activation, release of neurotransmitters, and growth, right? So this can be very beneficial in depression. And what's very exciting is the approval for adolescent depression, but it's also used in anxiety, OCD, smoking cessation, and more.
So let's talk about the big news in this. So what is it, like, were they not treating adolescents before?
Yeah, so we've had the Brainwave since we opened. That's the first device that we offered when we opened in 2021. We are what's considered a select partner, so that means we do over 200 treatments every single quarter. Wow. We're one of the largest TMS providers in the state of Indiana. We were the first in Indiana that I'm aware of to offer TMS to adolescents through what's called the NeuroStar, which is the traditional figure 8 coil. Okay. But exciting news is just in this past week, Brainwave received FDA approval for treatment for adolescents. And so that means we're going to be able to use this advanced machine and advanced treatment in ages 15 through 21, which was a population that we could not treat, even with the figure 8 until this year. And so to me, it means better outcomes for adolescents.
Yeah. And so kind of talk to me about what the treatment frequency looks like and how long is each session?
Yeah, so the standard treatment lasts about 20 minutes. We book a 30-minute appointment. With our machine, we can get a treatment done in as little as 10 to 12 minutes, but we do a little bit of extra treatment to help improve outcomes for people. Non-invasive, as long as a teen can drive, they can drive themselves there and drive themselves back to school.
Wow. Okay.
You don't have to necessarily have a parent to drive you, but a majority of the time that treatment, you're looking at a treatment period of about 6 to 9 weeks, depending on the treatment plan and the insurance company. And most people begin to notice a impact or a difference around that 2 to 3 week mark. And we continue to treat and cause further progression in the brain, recovery, healing, which is very important.
Yes. And then finally, what is the first step someone should take to see if they are a candidate?
Just give us a call. We have Nikki, who is our intake coordinator. She's absolutely amazing. She does that initial contact with individuals, and our goal is to get folks in immediately, to get them evaluated and get them treated. And we're going to let you know whether or not you're a potential candidate. And if you're not, that's okay, because we're going to talk to you about what options could be out there if for some reason you can't do TMS.
Okay, well, awesome. Well, thank you, Sean.
Thank you so much.
Love this good news. And if you would like more information about Viking Psychiatry, we'll have their website listed below, and I'll see you after the break. This segment sponsored by Viking Psychiatry.